This is one of the orchids that a local nursery donated to me several weeks ago when I told them that I was looking for any kind of orchids that they might be throwing out. So they gave me about 10 Phalaenopsis orchids. A lot of them had finished blooming, and this one in fact also had finished blooming from its main flower spike, but it did have this secondary spike that formed that I could already detect. I could already see it when I got this orchid. So I knew that it was going to flower again. So what I did with all the orchids that I received is I repotted them, and I didn't have enough bark mixture to repot them, but I did have a bag of the ceramic pebbles from IKEA. You can see them in here. They're called Odla, O-D-L-A, and they are sold as sort of a growing medium from IKEA. And what I found with the Odla pebbles is that if you keep about a centimeter or two of water at the bottom of your pot, so this pot here, I've got a plastic pot inside that has drainage holes, just a typical 4-inch, I think, pot. And then the outside pot does not have a drainage hole. So water can sit in here. And what happens, I found, and this is just my own experience, nothing scientific, but if I have a small amount of water in the bottom of the decorative pot that the pebbles can come in contact with, the pebbles stay moist and they keep the orchid hydrated. And this is actually a trick that I've used to sort of rehydrate several older orchids that I've had that unfortunately, they suffered under my lack of knowledge initially about, how to keep the roots alive and how to keep them hydrated. Case in point, this is my first orchid here that suffered from my lack of knowledge, and it almost lost all of its roots. And what I did was I put whatever was left of it in the same type of medium and kept the pebbles damp, and it promoted so much root growth, and the roots that were still left alive with the orchid, they were able to draw up significantly more moisture than if I had just put them in bark medium. And these leaves were leathery and they were limp, and within several weeks of putting them in this medium or media, and keeping the pebbles moist, the leaves started to firm up and they started to sort of resume their growth. I had some new growth from the center here, a new leaf. Actually, I think there's 2 new leaves here. But basically, it did such a good job of rehydrating the orchid and promoting a lot of root growth, significantly more than if I had put this in bark chips. So I did the same thing with all of the donated orchids that I received a few weeks ago, and they also seemed to benefit from being put in this clay medium. And so now we have this lovely orchid. Unfortunately, I don't have IDs for any of the orchids that were donated because they were just sort of put together in a box, but that is okay because they're beautiful. So I just wanted to share this bloom with you. And there's another orchid, another Phalaenopsis orchid that is going to bloom very shortly, and it was also a donated orchid. So I will show you as soon as that one starts blooming. All right, thank you so much for watching. This is a new channel, fairly new, so if you do enjoy these videos, please subscribe. That would be great. It would mean a lot, and it would also encourage me to make more of these videos, which I hope you are enjoying. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.